Hi, everybody. So I just want to share a few thoughts with you guys today and also answer a few questions that have been coming in because I'm having a hard time keeping up with my emails. So anyway, I just wanted to share a few things, and one of them is about the humanitarian projects and how they'll work. So one thing I've already said in other videos is that, and this comes from my higher self, in case you're new. So my higher self has told me that as soon as the military is visibly, make sure you get this word, visibly in charge. So as soon as the world knows that they're in charge and the governments have begun their fall from grace, then the humanitarian projects will begin. And that's when we'll go in for our exchanges. So I always get 2 to 3 weeks after the military is visibly in charge. And what will happen after that, the very first things, and the breakdown, I don't really want to talk about the breakdown, but everybody will be very well provided for, and their projects will be very well provided for. And go back and look at other videos if you want to know more of the details of the appointments. But what I wanted to share is kind of how it's going to work. So as people have their money, a lot of that money will go to the group projects that have been created by the white hats. And these projects are going to be basically to lift up the people that have been impoverished or, misplaced or displaced. So these countries where there's, people don't have homes, or they're living in shacks, or they don't have enough food, all of that kind of stuff is going to be rectified as fast as possible. So that's going to be the primary thing. So the elderly, the homeless, the orphans, the countries that have been basically abused so that they could be taken advantage of by the bad guys, take their assets and their oil and, whatever they were after. Those countries are going to get helped and rehabbed first. So keep that in mind. That was one of the questions that I received. Somebody asked about New Zealand, which has a special energy, and it does. And I think it is also connected to Lemuria. So there's more than one place that's connected to Lemuria, and New Zealand is one. Hawaii is one as well. And it's not like they're right next to those, islands. I'm just going to call them an island. They're not right next to them, but they're near them and they check in on them. So there's a special energy there. And also, I just wanted to say on the about the humanitarian projects, this is for the whole planet. So no country will be left behind. I just want you to remember that. And then I've also been asked about pests. So mosquitoes and flies, wasps, ticks, these kind of things, poisonous snakes. I don't really see them going forward too much longer. I don't feel like they're going to be killed off because that would be cruel. But I also don't really get that they'll be allowed to continue. So something will happen to kind of end the life cycles of them, but they'll get to finish out whatever life cycle they already are in the middle of. So, and I think that is going to be taken care of by the ETs, because I feel like this was genetic modification. And it was done in order to pick on the human being to make life harder, along with the parasites that we, get in our food. Those things have been created to make life more difficult, and that's not going to continue. And then somebody asked me about Saint Germain, and I believe he started out as pretty light. He invented some great things. Feel like he was a white magician, but he was almost forced to turn dark. And then once he became dark, I feel like there was a lot of subterfuge. I don't know, he was still pretending to be good, but he was drunk with power. That's what's coming in from my higher self. Anyway, and I have advised previously not to get involved with huge groups that are asking you to give your humanitarian funds to them. I've always felt like it was the wrong thing to be doing, and hopefully that will be rectified as things go on. I'm not sure though, so we'll just kind of see. I think there's some that will and some that won't, depending on the group, depending on whether they were able to fix it, the white hats. So keep that in mind. I wanted to talk a little bit about the crystalline body. So the crystalline body is forming right now for all of us. And most of us are in the 65% at this point to 75%. Some of us are a little bit ahead. Some of us are a little bit behind. One of the most important things is to make sure you have enough minerals in your body. So I would check into things like burdock root or sea moss. So those are really helpful for the formation of the crystalline body. Another thing that is affecting the crystalline body is subconscious blocks. So you can sit with yourself and ask for your blocks to be revealed. You can pay attention to your triggers. When you're triggered by something, that means a block is there triggering you. There's some classes that we're offering, so I'll put those below. The classes that are coming from Sarah and the classes that are coming from Wendy. Those are going to be helpful with the formation of the crystalline body. So think about those. And that's actually tomorrow. So you want to hurry up on that one. What else? Let's see. Meeting your higher self is very important right now. Being sovereign within yourself is massively important. So whatever you can do to relieve yourself of those that backpack of subconscious blocks, that's going to help your crystalline body form faster, and it's going to help your consciousness and your ascension happen faster. So anyway, I just wanted to leave you with those thoughts, and I hope you have the most amazing, beautiful day today. Love to you all. Bye.